especially geomorphologists, but generally common people use terms like valley, river, channel, and stream frequently without understanding clear concept and their meaning. Today, let us understand the concept and meaning of valley, river, channel, and stream. And in this channel term is very important because in IS geography, channel morphology is a new term, new chapter introduced in geomorphology, and valley and rivers are very frequently used terms. Likewise, stream also. What is valley? Let us understand its meaning definition. Valley is actually low-lying area which is long and it has high land on both the sides, or it has bank. So, valley is a geomorphic feature or topography in geomorphology. Let us understand the type of valley. There are three types of valley. Number one is tectonic or tectogenic, second is erosional, and third is depositional. You are aware of the tectonic or tectogenic term. When two plates move in opposite direction, there a fissure or fracture is being developed, and that grows into rift. Thus, there a rift valley is formed. If two plates will move in opposite direction, certainly they will collide and meet with the other neighboring plate. That's why there will be collision, compression on the sediment between the two colliding plates, with the result that soft sediment will be forced to rise up and a folded mountain will come into existence. In folds, there are anticlines and synclines. That's why synclinal valley is also tectonic or tectogenic. So, tectonic or tectogenic has two types. One is rift valley. As we have studied its definition, rift means develops in fractures. Its best example is the African Rift Valley, which starts from Lake Tanganyika, and in north it reaches up to the mouth of River Nile and extends more in West Asia. Thus, African Rift Valley is the best example of tectonic valley, and the example of synclinal valley is Kashmir Valley. As we know that in folded structure, the anticline means the upper part, top part, and syncline means the lower part, are the main features. So, this is anticlinal ridge and this is synclinal valley. Its best example is Kashmir Valley, and this Kashmir Valley is located between Greater Himalaya in the north and Middle Himalaya in the south. Likewise, there are a number of valleys between Greater Himalaya and Middle Himalaya, like Pokhara Valley. So, this is the example of synclinal valley. Now, let us study erosional valley. This is a landfall or feature carved by erosional process on land, maybe mountain, plateau, and plain. Its one type is river valley, as we know that rivers develop their valley by headward erosion, vertical erosion, and lateral erosion. So, that has been developed by river, hence it is river valley. For example, Ganga River Valley, Brahmaputra River Valley, Mississippi, Missouri, a number of river valleys developed by fluvial process. Second type is glacial valley. When glaciers start from mountains, they also erode deep valleys like Gangotri, Yamunotri are the glaciers which have carved their valleys. Likewise, there is Pindar Glacier has developed Pindari Valley in Uttarakhand. Next is Karst Valley. This is also developed by fluvial process but in karst or limestone structure. Its best example is Gupta Godavari Karst Valley in Chitrakoot. So these are the landforms which are erosional. And now last is depositional valley. It is the result of this deposition on a wide area. For example, Ganga Valley. It is not Ganga River Valley. Ganga River Valley is different, wherein water flows and you can jump into it just to take bath. But this Ganga Valley, its definition is the same that has been written. Means Ganga Valley will have two high lands along its both sides. For example, on the north of Gangetic Plain, it is Shivalik highland, and on the south of Gangetic Plain, it is northern margin of peninsular India. Thus, between these two highlands, this Ganga Valley has been developed. Once in an interview for research admission, a question was asked by a professor from a student, what is difference between Ganga River and Ganga Valley? The candidate could not reply, but I think this concept is clear to you. Ganga Valley is a very wide term, means the entire Gangetic Plain that is depositional, while the Ganga River Valley is a narrow landform having two banks of soft structure and water is flowing in it. But in this Ganga Valley, there is dense settlement, rural, urban, and cultural landscapes, roads, rail, farmhouses have been developed. Take the example of Indus Valley. Indus Valley civilization is a very common chapter for general studies and especially for history students. Indus Valley does not mean Indus River Valley, because in Indus Valley there was a civilization that developed in the entire valley, and civilization can never flourish in a river valley where water is flowing. It means this Indus River Valley is different, means deep, elongated area in which water is flowing. Contrary to it, Indus Valley means it is depositional valley having two high lands. For example, if you see the Indus Valley plain on the map, on its east side it is Aravalli high mountain, and on the west side of this Indus Valley it is Suleiman and Kirthar. Between the Suleiman and Kirthar and Aravalli on the east, there is a long, wide spread stretch of depositional plain that is very much fertile, and Indus civilization flourished in that, and it was destroyed in that. So it should be clear that Ganga River Valley and Ganga Valley, these are the two different terms. Now, after understanding the definition of valley and its three types, let us come to understand river. River means the flowing water along a particular course which carves deep valleys. River valley means it is a landform and it has been developed by fluvial process, not by other process, and the fluvial process had cut the landform deep. Water is flowing. It may be that river valley or river may be dry, but river valley is a permanent feature or geomorphic landform. There may be water, but during dry season there may not be water. So there is difference between valley. Valley is permanent, river may be there or in dry season, river may disappear. And next is channel. Channel is a very important topic in geomorphology. That's why recently it has been introduced in UPSC examination. Channel means from the starting of a river, means source point, to its mouth, the water carves a number of features and develops its valley. This is channel morphology and channel geometry that we will study in detail. But here, channel has two meanings. Number one, water in river bed. This is river valley. This is river flowing water, and in bed it is found there, and that's why there are a number of channels like barbed channel and like braided channel and a number of channel. And the term channel is also used in oceanography, where the water passes through a narrow strait like English Channel, in which speed of water is very fast in comparison to the current. So, channel is a common word used here on land as well as in ocean, but people generally use channel in mobile and in televisions, that which channel you have opened. Channel means flow of knowledge, flow of idea, flow of water, etc. Next term is stream. Stream means on land and in ocean. It also has two meanings. On land, fingertip streams like rills and gullies. You have studied that rivers in their upper reaches in mountainous regions develops the small independent fingertip streams, in which during rainy season there is water, but in remaining period it is dry, and this is called rill and gully. So this is called stream, and these are the narrow. And next one is in oceans. Sometimes the term stream is used, and in ocean, when we will study the current, we will see that these are also the narrow, rapidly moving water, and its best example is Gulf Stream, and there are a number of stream. One term is drift, but that is used in oceanography only, not in geomorphology. For example, North Atlantic drift, North Pacific drift. Thus, these are the four terms: valley, river, channel, and stream. Valley, river, channel, and stream. So, these should be made clear in mind before using these terms. Concept should be very much clear.